the exact reason I don't go to church. Marvin Sapp, Warren Sapp's cousin, responds to
You
resurfaced
reading my notes,
footage
co-host? That's
asking
what I said.
church ushers to close the doors while asking the congregation for 40K. This has been misinterpreted as holding people hostage as well as offensive. That was never my intent. And
I'm
we're all going to leave together. Giving is worship. This is an easy miracle. So it's basically saying that y'all really ride or die. We need to raise this much of money now. So that's only $20 from all the other rows and $100 for the VIP section. Y'all want to be up here with me? It costs to be here with me. So it's pretty hilarious that he was like, shut the doors. I don't think he was like actually locking people in, but he was really trying to drive the point home that you need to support your church, and we want to do some things. Let's raise 40K right now because it really costs nothing with the amount of people we got here. But this is the exact reason why I don't go to church, because I don't care about this. And there's nothing that says that you have to go to church to worship. You could worship in your own house, in your own living room, anywhere you want. It could be a place of worship. You don't have to go to no super church.
I mean, they say in the Old Testament says you gotta pay your tithes to the church, man, at least 10%. I mean, you gotta practice discipline, and you want to support your church, or you want to see your church grow. But I mean, the church that
We're turning you into a pastor, and then we're gonna be on what was the rich
preachers
yeah
of LA or something like that.
yeah
Something. Comment down below. What's the name of the comment down
that's what
below?
we're
What's the name
turning
of
you
the show?
into.
Was it Preachers of LA? I forgot the name, but
Then I'll lock the doors.
horrible. But
We
I
need
mean, if you did,
$40 per person.
horrible. If you didn't know, Marvin Sapp, man, he was in Baltimore at the 109th Pentecostal church, where he basically his 40K goal. He's trying to get his 40K goal. We got the video right here of what he basically had to say, and also we have his response, and then we're gonna come back and let you know why this is just wrong.
And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I just think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife Melinda P. Sapp was alive, was a good date. I could take her to the movies, buy a box of...
People took issue with me saying shut the doors. Understand, I never said lock the doors.
Yeah.
I said shut the doors. Shutting doors mean that people still have the ability to go in and out. They've taken issue with my tone. And I can honestly say, you know, looking at the video, maybe I was a little more assertive than I should have been. And I can apologize for that. You know, I could apologize for that. But three things I need to make sure that people understood. Number one, the $40,000, if it was $40,000 that was raised, was never given to me. That money was raised for the purpose of taking care of the budget for their conference, not Marvin Sapp. Number two, the reason why I'm here is because what has happened is people have taken clickbait and made something out of it that it isn't. And because of that, my church has been getting phone calls. People have called my church and cussed me out. My staff are afraid because I've received death threats over $20 and shut the door. People have come to our campus. They have come to my church to try to cause problems, vitriol, and the anger that people have shown, the things that they've said in my thread and stuff. And all of this is because of a misunderstanding. And I'm not blaming people. Let me be clear. I'm not blaming anybody because of their misunderstanding. I'm just saying, in all you're getting, get an understanding. And if I'm sharing with you that the $40,000 that I was trying to raise. And again, I don't know if the organization got 40, 10, 20, any of it. I don't know. I'm hoping that I actually raised more money so that I can help the organization that has been such a great support to me. These people.
And again, let's be clear. Not a dime of that money.
Not a dime of that money came to me. Not a dime of it.
Okay, it makes sense now. So basically what he's talking about is the organization. So like I said, he was at the 109th Pentecostal Church in Baltimore. He was raising money for the church in Baltimore. It's not his church because he has a church in Fort Worth, Texas called the Chosen Vessel Church, and over there in Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay, so he was speaking in a church and telling them that they need to support their church and raise that money. So he was like, I was just trying to be assertive. Maybe I did too much, but I wasn't even getting any. Me or my organization wasn't getting the money. So when you find more about it, it definitely is not as bad as it seems. It's still messed up. He still did too much, but I don't know, man.
It's with churches, like you said about church. It's like what people say about churches. Like people don't trust them. A lot of churches leave bad taste in their mouth. Like you see horrible. You see, and especially with my music pick of the week. That don't even make it. That's wild.
That's definitely a bad taste in your mouth.
Horrible, but but yeah, I mean, a lot of people were saying that people don't trust churches, like with the whole mega churches that's going on, or like the whole preachers of LA. Like you got churches, you have bishops like Bishop Lamar Whitehead, that New York pastor. They got they was always wearing like Gucci and all that stuff. They got arrested. He got convicted of 9 years. He's going to prison for 9 years.
Yeah, and there's been so many allegations of mistreatment, and like even all the way up to like the Vatican. And like the Cardinals getting in trouble for being inappropriate. So there's not a lot of faith in the church, and for people to hear like, I'm locking you in this church unless we get $20, people are like, oh heck nah. But it's crazy to see that people get fired up over a clip to where they're harassing them either by raiding the church or organization, or calling in, or literally showing up if they're in the area to talk trash.
True, and on top of that, the funny part is this video wasn't even new. It's not like this happened like this past Sunday. This video happened like 2024, and like somebody re-uploaded it again, and like it's going viral.
That's wild.
So now he's getting in trouble for something that happened like last year. He's like, I've been 12 months and I've been fine.
It's like, I've already been forgiven,
and it's not even my church.
Yeah,
I'm getting in trouble for something that's not even my church. Like try to help your church out.
He needs to ask Warren Sapp for the rest.
Warren Sapp has legal troubles of his own.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I seen that video going viral of him. But I mean, with this whole church situation, I mean, like I said, a lot of people don't trust the church. There's a lot of things that they got going on that's iffy. But at the same time, churches do help a lot of people. Because I mean, a lot of people do call me up and let me know that, hey,
you want to come with me to church?
No, they say, hey, I was having a problem with my rent. I had a problem with my rent or my light bill. My light bill was like $500-600. I got a voucher from this church right here. They helped. They gave me some money, but they never told me like what they had to do for getting the money. Like, because the church, all the money that when you pay the offering and everything, a lot of it, some of it does go to the pastor, but a lot of it does go to help the community. So if you go there and like they'll say like, we'll go to this place, they'll give you some money.
I guess if you're an active participating member of the church and you're going through a personal problem and you ask them for help, it's probably up to their discretion if they want to help or not.
But there's also a tax write-off too, because it's government funded.
And churches are nonprofits, and that's like the whole issue.
Like
you can be a nonprofit, but also give your CEO of the church like a bonus every year.
Horrible.
So I don't know, man. It's just we see why people get mad at churches. And
there's no reason a pastor should own a jet. Like, why you got a jet? Like I can't believe he said that. I forgot the name of the pastor. He said, God came to me and said, I want you to have
a G5 on the runway.
A G5 on the runway. And I was like, God, I don't want to bleed you dry. And he was like, bleed me dry for the G5 on the runway. Like, what God do you have? I'm still trying to get my God to pay my light bill.
If you understood what my coach said.
It's horrible. Nah, but I mean, everybody understood what I said, man. He out here saying God making false, saying blessing him with G5 jets, and that he deserves it. But
bless us in the comment section down below with the super thanks.
Exactly, bless us with some super thanks, because do it for Jesus. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole situation. What would you have done if the pastor said lock the doors? I'm just saying.
Do you need to release a single like YG 400?
All right.